happy to do that. Does it help you, mate?
Helps us all in some way, doesn't it, buddy?
It does indeed, mate.
Righto, well, here we are, mate. Well prepared seating for you, of course.
Hang on.
There you go, get the crack in the right place. Righto, so welcome to another little segment on the Cans with Murgo. And today, I've got, if you'll introduce yourself, that's probably better, mate.
Yeah, my name's Dave Hughes. I'm from Queensland, otherwise known around the place as Hughesy. Down here at Queensland Dave.
Queensland Dave, and it's always a pleasure to have you here, mate. And look, before we even start, let me just say that I think every single one of us here really appreciates the distance that you travel on a round trip to come and enjoy a shoot at Rankin Springs. How far is that exactly?
To be exact, it's 1,150 kilometres.
Right, that's each way?
Each way.
You're a champion. You do, however, bring Kingaroy peanuts, which we appreciate.
Yeah, and we brought some down this time too.
You're a good man.
Yep.
Righto, mate, so how long have you been involved with the Lee Enfield Rifle Association here?
I was only thinking about that the other day. I think we're up to about our third year now, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah,
it's about that.
All right, and you've nominated to go off to Bisley and to shoot the Imperial, and like I've said in previous videos, this is the first time I think and we're waiting for confirmation, I think it's the first time in more than a century that an Australian team will be representing with historic rifle shooting CSR, and there's probably somebody out there is going to correct us and have a hissy fit, but that's nice.
Right.
So, mate, how long have you been shooting the 303 rifle?
Well, it goes back a long time actually. Like a lot of Australians, we started off with our 22s when we were teenagers. When I was about 25, I actually bought my first Lee Enfield, and was shooting with SSAA in the service rifle then. And then as we got married and children came along, the bigger rifles got put in their safe. And it was only actually probably about 3 or 4 years ago that I actually pulled them out and thought, no, this is time to get serious for my Lee Enfields. And prior to that, in the last interim, I'd actually been competing using 22 long rifle in 3 positions. So it's been a big jump back up to the Lee Enfield.
Well, you're certainly putting in the work, mate. I know you've had a new rifle built, and we're going to do various segments, and hopefully you'll take the time and talk us through what you did.
Yeah, well, that rifle's currently with Tom at the moment, getting new barrels and one thing or another fitted to it. So I think if we're going to go to England, we've got to have the gearsmith. Yeah,
exactly right, mate. Best foot forward, and this gives gives us both a great opportunity just to do a shout out to Tom at T-Bone Shipwrighting down in Sydney there, mate. You couldn't get better workmanship on a #1 Mark III on any firearm, but I know for the Lee Enfield, which applies to us, I have just been gobsmacked every time a rifle has come back from Tom, and it's just, the work is honestly world great. I don't think there's a better man in Australia on a 303.
Yeah, he's a craftsman.
Yeah, absolutely.
He really is. He's a craftsman.
So, mate, we're heading off to shoot the Imperial at Bisley, and I suppose I've asked a few guys this, and I'll ask you, what does it mean to you, mate? Is there significance for you?
There's a few significances, if we could say, really. For me, it's like a return to the old country.
Absolutely.
Full circle for me. Also, like for most people who shoot, shooting at Bisley is sort of something we've always aspired to, and here we've got a chance to do it. I mean, it's just amazing. I feel like it's one of those life goals, bucket list things.
Absolutely a bucket list for me as well, mate. And I had the opportunity to go over and beat the path last year. And I came back excited, mate. And you know what? We can all go and do that. And the other question then, which leads in a nice segue there, but the other question then is, how do you think you'll go?
I'll give it my best shot.
Oh, mate, I think the answer's unanimous. We're all going to give it a good go. And I was saying in a previous interview there, or previous discussion, I was saying that it's interesting. We shoot against each other, and we're almost in this little microcosm, the last of the 303 shooters in many ways. And I don't mean you've got a 303 on the farm. I mean you apply and you shoot application 303. For Australia, that's a rare thing now.
It is.
And it's a shame because it used to be one of the biggest sports in the country. And so here we are doing it, and we shoot against each other, and it's going to be revealing for all of us, I think, to get there and then find out where we stand.
Well, there's that aspect of it too. I've thought about that too, and I'm really interested to see how we perform against the English.
Yeah.
and I see the videos that Raf's been making, and I think they're highly skilled and highly polished and all that sort of thing.
Yeah,
but,
mate, look, they shoot the number 4 rifle. I don't know how many we'll shoot in our class. I think, but hopefully we'll get a bit of a number 1 Mark III movement going over there, and with our friends in TCRA, and we'll all do well.
Yeah, well, we might surprise them and ourselves. You never know.
You never know. Hey, look, Dave, thanks very much for sitting on the cans with me, and
You're welcome.
We'll do some more interviews down the track.
Will do. I'm looking forward to it.
Good man. Thanks, mate.
Good on you.